We made it. It's NBA Finals time. After months and months, we finally reached the end. Celtics versus Warriors, a matchup I foresaw 3 weeks before it actually happened. Does it mean that I'm actually some future foreseeing wizard? Yes. Yes, it does. To be honest though, at the beginning of the season, I was expecting a Bucks-Clippers matchup. This is exactly why I wait until the playoffs actually start to give my actual prediction. In my first NBA in review, the Celtics were among the most lackluster teams in the entire league at the time. Injuries were piling up and were mostly mediocre, barely just scraping by to make the playoffs. Hell, you want to know how bad that aged now? The Wizards were one of the best teams in the league at that time. The Wizards. This is exactly the reason why I hold off when giving predictions, because now the Celtics have completely transformed into a completely different animal. One capable of completely dismantling teams like it was nothing. I knew they finished the season strong, but it wasn't until they swept the Nets that people actually began to take them as serious contenders. It was further proven when they took down Milwaukee, a team that literally just won the finals a year ago. All they had to do now was defeat Miami, which is easier said than done given the history between the two teams in this similar situation. This time, however, the narrative changed. The Celtics took down my favorite team, and I hate them for it. Despite the fact that I do, I also respect the hell out of them. Jason Tatum has emerged as a premier all-star in the league. Long gone are the days when I made fun of him for being in every single bag of Ruffles every time I went to a grocery store. This dude is legit, but a star player is only as good as the core built around him. This has never been more true with the emergence of Marcus Smart. Often considered an afterthought in the eyes of many, Smart delivered perhaps one of the most impressive performances this year. His efforts were rewarded with a Defensive Player of the Year award. He's pretty much become the crux of the entire Celtics defense. That isn't to say that their offense isn't without some heavy hitters as well. Jaylen Brown and Robert Williams add much needed depth and complement Tatum. Al Horford, when Smart is injured, is an underrated replacement whenever the defense needs to make a stop. There are many other names on the roster, but I want to highlight one person in particular. Ime Udoka. This man has really impressed me with what he's been able to accomplish. In his first full season as a coach, he was able to take his team to the finals. Say what you want, but that's an incredible feat. He's already accomplished more than Brad Stevens during his tenure, that's for sure. Even if he doesn't win it this year, who's to say that there wouldn't be any more chances for him down the line? That goes for the players as well. Boston's one of the most well-run organizations in the league, so it isn't impossible to see them here again anytime soon. A win in the finals would make them the team with the most championships in the league. The question is, are they capable enough to defeat a dynasty? We all thought they were dead. The Warriors, their time is over. The Lakers are the team to beat in California. It's hilarious how wrong we all were in hindsight. The Warriors did the right thing in not signing Westbrook and allowed the Lakers to implode themselves into oblivion. They also built a pretty strong team during those years of losing. It took a while, but they've returned. Call this a comeback if you'd like, but I'd see it as a chance to solidify legacies on the line. Steph Curry, a 2-time MVP and a 3-time NBA champion, has actually never won a Finals MVP. Doing so would put him in the conversation for the greatest of all time. Klay Thompson, a player who had been MIA last year and the year before that due to injuries, has returned to Splash Brother form. Draymond Green, whenever he's not on the inside the NBA booth, is an empowering member on that team's defense. Then there are new names in the mix that further add to the Warriors' might. Take Andrew Wiggins, a former first-round pick subjected to years of mediocrity in Minnesota. Some people were quick to write him off as a bust, but in Golden State, it's been nothing but sunshine and rainbows for him, making his first NBA All-Star selection this year and further complementing Curry and Thompson. There's also a little-known player who's basically become the hidden gem for this team. His name's Jordan Poole, and he's been absolutely clutch throughout the postseason. Kevon Looney, Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, and Gary Payton II are just some of the other names that have served their roles admirably. Hell, they even got Iguodala back for another go-around.
I want Iguodala!
A finals win here would solidify the career of all these players. Steve Kerr would be heralded as one of the best coaches in NBA history if he already hasn't before. So now it's finals prediction time. Who's taking home a ring? I actually went back and forth on this for a while. I didn't actually expect my prediction to become true in the first place, but that's on me for manifesting that into the world then. So I guess whoever I say is going to win it all. That is why I have the Warriors winning in 7 games. Curry finally takes home a Finals MVP trophy and solidifies his legacy as one of the greats. Don't sue me, it's just the way it will work out.
It's just the way it is. I'm just a messenger.